Hi guys, when we collect toys a little bit like I do, we generally end up with those 1/6 scale figures. They might be the expensive type, there might be those Ken or Barbie doll that we repurpose and tailor a costume for, or they might be those latest Hasbro figures that are actually a very good sculpt and can look perfect with just a little bit of touch-up. Today I will show you how to make this kind of background to display your 1/6 scale figures. Start by making a sketch. It helps with the general size of the project and give you an idea of what you will need. Then you start measuring and cutting the big pieces of the foam for the back wall and for the base. Measure how big your door should be and cut the door frame in your back wall. If your wall is very thick, you can cut a recess at the back to be able to place the door a little bit forward. Obviously, you cut the door to size. Then start working on the texture of the wall. Here, I sculpted the stone and covered them with some wood putty to give the feeling of an old stone wall. Measure your door and glue the pattern you want. This here was made with EVA foam. Try to break down any detailed pattern into easier to manage and smaller pieces. Look for some gribblies that will give detail and life to your wall. Loose and odd pieces from previous models work wonder. Here I added some metal wire and leak all the components as if electricity was going through it. Now it's time to paint. The rust effect is done with different shades of dark brown and even bright orange and even yellow. Don't hesitate to leave texture in your paint to give a realistic, damaged and rusty look. Several coats are necessary and you will go from an extreme dark to an extreme bright towards the end. Paint the wall with your base color. Then create the illusion of grim and crevices with black or brown washes. The edges are achieved with a light color dry brushing. You can use drips of diluted paint to create some nice effect, especially if the rust or dust has been dragged by the rain or by the humidity. Paint all the details and glue your wall onto the base. In the corners, add some small stones and debris and paint the base. Touch up the rest if necessary. Continue adding small details like the metal or rust. And you can glue the door when everything is in order. Spread a mix of glue and water onto the base and cover it with sand. In the cracks and corners, you can add a bit of moss or grass. And there you go, your display is done. Don't forget a nice clear coat if you want to keep it for a long time. Of course, this one was Star Wars themed, but we can imagine the same idea with medieval, World War II, or even a superhero theme. Your imagination is the limit. Okay, cheers guys, and see you soon.